And what I was going to ask you guys is, if that's true, the church is declining, it wants to keep saying a different narrative around its numbers. How long will it take before the difference is so big that the church has to start making the numbers come back to where reality is?
I don't think they'll ever have to come back to reality. And what you described, and I love that final statement that you read, is what I like to call the wheat and the tares syndrome. And I've heard this from people. I'm the wheat, not me, I'm a tare, have actually been called a tare before, but the people who stay are the wheat. And it doesn't matter what happens. They are so invested, and they're so, I think, culturally a Mormon. And for various reasons, they need to be a part of it so much that there's nothing that would ever dissuade them from being a part of it anymore. And it's interesting how you kept saying the performative aspects of Mormonism, of which there are many, are the things that people are looking at to say this is an active person. Well, I will point to myself, and I've said it before, since I was a child, I was an atheist, agnostic, yet on paper, I was the most active Mormon you could believe. Every meeting, reading my scriptures, graduating seminary, keeping the word of wisdom, praying 8 times a day, fasting 24 hours since I was 8 years old. I, on paper, was the most active person in the world. But in my little dark heart, not at all, right? But there were many reasons to stay and to identify and to continue to be counted on that side of the tally sheet, right? Until there weren't. So I just think this is an interesting phenomenon. And anecdotally, as I look at faithful social media and even get messages from people in the LDS community, they're saying that people that are younger, they do have a temple recommend. One of the secret lies from Mormon wise women has a temple recommend and went to the temple during one of their little outings where they had to kind of trap Marciano. Yeah, some of you know what I'm talking about. What I'm saying is they're doing things that work for them. And they say things like this, wearing the garments every day just doesn't work for me. And I'm fine with that. And I know God is fine with that. I'm okay. I like to drink coffee and that works for me. This is what they're saying. They are making their own rules and still considering themselves an active member. It is, they are so brave. I would never have dared to do any of that, even though I wanted to, right? I was just pretending, living a lie, all of that. So I admire all of them. I think the stats mean nothing. And I don't think that the church will ever be able, even when the numbers get so out of control that everyone can see it, you're just not going to see it. Everybody is the child in the emperor's new clothes, but nobody is listening or paying attention. So we'll just keep reporting. I guess that's all we can do.